In this video, I asked you guys over on Discord to send me the drawings that you've made. And out of the more than 30 submissions, I've decided to pick 3. Yeah, just 3. Also, I was planning to get this video done and over with before I hit 5K, but that didn't happen. So to make up for both, I want to thank all you guys for 5,000 and 6,000 subscribers. I said in my last video that this is gonna be, you know, a year where I make more of these videos. Even though I haven't been consistent, you guys gotta understand, like, I have school, I make all the thumbnails, I edit all the videos, I produce all the videos, like, it's all me. So if you're looking forward to more like this in the coming year, you know, subscribe and like. It takes only a second, but it helps me out a ton, and it shows me that you like these videos. So with all that out the way, let's move on to the first drawing. So the next submission actually comes from the person that suggested that I do this video, and he goes by the name of Sticknodes guy. So here's the drawing. It's just me turning Super Saiyan, and I already know what you guys are thinking. But Razby, you don't have a Super Saiyan fig. And you'd be right. Or would you? Wait, or are you? Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Raz Animation's history, we've done it. We have finally done it. Feast your eyes on greatness. Just absolute perfection. All thanks to my great friend Capsule. The yellow hair, the blue glasses, he's perfect. And this is the fig that we're gonna be animating with for this drawing. Oh, he's got muscles as well. Thank you to Cap for making this fig, and let's actually start animating. Now the original drawing just has me, you know, standing there and turning Super Saiyan, but I want to mix it up just a little bit. So my plan for this animation is I'm gonna enter the oh my god, I'm gonna enter the screen in some way, and then I'm gonna be like boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm talking about? I kind of already have the image in my head. Can't really explain it. I guess I'll just have to, you know, animate and show you. In fact, I think I'm gonna just restart all of this. Okay, I can't lie, I got a little bit carried away. But, you know, here we are now. So I've basically gotten up to the part where it's time to transform. And I picked 17 FPS for this exact reason. Because impact frames don't work on lower FPS rates. I mean, they work, but like, you know, not as well. I know I skipped like half of this. I don't know what happened. I zoned out. But here's the man of the hour. We're gonna place him here and we're gonna animate. Okay, alright, it looks good, A lot of people always ask why your animation's so choppy, stuff like that. And to that I say, honestly, I don't care. Because what's it to you? What's it to you? I think that just proves that choppy animation doesn't equal bad animation. They never say it's bad, they just say it's choppy, really. I mean, as long as you can tell what's going on, is it really a bad animation? Alright, I actually don't know what to do from here on. I'm gonna just freeball. Alright, I want him to fly off screen, but the way it's kind of set up, or maybe he charges up a punch. You know what, that's smart, But yeah, I can animate smooth if I want to. I just don't want to. You know, simple as that. I'm gonna actually add a tween frame. Don't hate on me, tween frames, you just gotta know how to use them. And here's where he, you know, blasts off. This is actually looking pretty good. And boom. Alright, so that's like the base animation. Looks pretty good. I like that charge up. Now it's time for all the fun effects, the good part. I'm gonna start it off, obviously, with the impact frame, which is about right here. Tint this all the way white. Boom. Tint that all the way white. And add some dashes. I'm just gonna place this around. Nothing too extravagant. Then we're gonna, I'm actually do something. I've been meaning to do this for years, but you basically just outline the figure with dashes. See how this looks? That doesn't actually look bad. In the next impact frame, I have to change everything black. I'm gonna change it up, just expand these a little bit maybe. And I'm gonna add that same movie clip, but instead, make it this frame. That all the way black. See? Doesn't look bad. Now we're gonna add low like the aura release. Something I'm definitely gonna add, the aura charge up. Can't wait for like the camera effects and all that. This is gonna look good. Try something else. This charge up. Alright, actually add. It's for layering. Layering is important, you know. It's just like art. Animation is art. Alright, now that all that's out the way, I think the only thing left to do is the camera work. There hasn't been a lot of time lapses in this video. I'll leave this one in. Alright, I think this one's just about done. If I had to rate this animation, I'd honestly give it like, I think I'd give it a solid 8. It's like point blank 8. It's pretty short, it's pretty simple, and I think it does the drawing justice. So, you know, that's all that really matters. And you know, this was fun to animate. It was just overall fun to animate. When you start animating something and you know it's gonna be good, you can't stop working on it. And that's what happened with this one. And that's like, it's kind of good, but it's kind of bad. Either way, at the end of the day, it's a great animation. Thank you for sending this one in, and let's move on to the last one. Okay, so our first drawing of today comes by Boredom, and it's actually his OC, just, I guess, punching a bag. And he did actually send me a figure along with it, and you know what? That's always nice. That's always nice. So this is also a really cool drawing. You know what? I'll give you your flowers on this one. So yeah, pretty straightforward. He kind of already has like everything I need to do already set out right here, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna do pose to pose. I'm just gonna get into it. It's just a simple punch, really. Even though I'm not gonna use it, I should say that this has 2 thingies, so that's also pretty cool. I did a vote on my community poll asking people, oh, do you guys like longer time lapses than the shorter ones? And a lot of you guys voted longer. So, you know, I'm gonna test that out here because I know what half of you guys do is just leave the video in the background. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Just make sure that you're subscribed. Alright, here comes the punch. I don't know how I'm gonna do the effects, but we'll thug it out. Alright, it's actually looking pretty good. if I use the drawing as an impact frame? Guys, I might be onto something. I think I could. Alright, let me actually add the punching bag. Yeah, I've completely lost the plot. You know, maybe the punching bag, maybe he's tired of being punched up. What if he wants to be the punch bag? I don't know his story. Alright, now it's time to add the energy barrier. Since this figure has so many layers, can pretty much change the color of this to pink. Look how cool that is. Now for the actual final step, the camera work. Look at that. It really is the cherry on top. Alright, I'm gonna do some mining off camera, and then I'll come back to you guys with the final result. Alright, I'm finished with the mining off camera. So now you finally get to see the final product. This one only took about an hour, which for a simple punch, I guess that's fair. The drawing though, the drawing and the figure, I can tell the attention to detail. This is a really good submission, and that's the reason I picked it. Thank you for sending this one in, and let's move on to the second drawing. Okay, last but not least, the final submission. This one comes in by the Lazy Artist, and it's of their original character named Rilo. They actually told me what they want me to do with this. That is basically recreate like the Godzilla energy beam thing, if you guys know what that is. I mean, it's on screen, so now you do know what it is. And you know what? Compared to like the drawing, I like this. I like this fig. It looks like the drawing. You know, it's simple, not that many moving parts. I like it. Honestly, I'm just gonna jump right in. But just like the other two submissions, I'm gonna use the drawing as the background. So let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And even like the side by side, it's you know what, this is a 10 out of 10 submission. Good drawing, good fig. I like this. So yeah, let's get started. When I have them like basically just jump up like this and then end up in this position. So pretty simple. Now we just have to animate it. And for anyone wondering, yes, I'll animate the tail. Alright, so this is basically like the part that I was talking about where, you know, he jumps up. It's gonna be a really short one, actually. It's gonna be a really short video in general. I know you guys waited a long time, but you know, like I said, school, I have to do all this by myself. Not necessarily the animation that takes long. It's just everything else, you know. Alright, I think we made it to the drawing. This is like the exact pose. Alright, if you've made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you. Second of all, do not tell anybody in the comments that I said this, okay? But summer of 2025, this summer, been getting a lot of requests. You guys, you can start expecting a collab. I've said it. I've said it. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Hey. The details about it will not be revealed. But, you know, just know it's coming. So yeah, this summer you guys can expect a collab. And this summer you guys can expect, like, almost weekly uploads. I can't even. Obviously, I had a like goal my last video for part 2, and we smashed the like goal. So, you know, a part 2 will be coming. But you know, in the meantime, if you have a video idea, just say it. I read all the comments, heart the comments, tell me your ideas, man. And do not go in the comments and timestamp this part of the video talking about, oh, there's a collab coming. This is only for the people who have made it this far. Alright, we've got the base animation down, and before I do the effects, I actually want to do the tail and stuff like that. That's gonna take a little bit. It's also the reason I kept this animation short. I'm not doing this for like a 5-second animation. That's crazy. Alright, that's the tail, I guess, finished. Obviously, I can tweak it. Now I'm gonna move on to waistbands. And I want to recreate the image to a T, because look, this frame literally looks just like the drawing. All it's missing are these going the separate ways. And last but not least, we have to do the earrings. This one shouldn't take that long. Alright, now we can add the effects, and then probably what you guys have been waiting for, the camera. The cherry on top. I gotta say it every time, it's like it's a tradition now. Alright, this one's a little bit rushed, but maybe the camera work will save it. I think I zoomed in a little bit too much. Now I gotta do the camera work a second time. Fine, it's fine. You know what? Anything the video's longer. Alright, there we go. A little calm. Could use a little bit of polishing. I don't know what's gonna happen in between me recording this and me editing it. Maybe I might polish it a little. So what you see on screen might be different to what I'm rating it right now. But, I mean, it's simple. Has a lot of moving parts. I like the fig, I like the drawing. I wish I could like honor it a little bit more, but I'm stuck on time. You guys gotta understand, like I'm stuck on time. Yeah, overall, this is a very, very good submission. I like the drawing, I like the fig, I like the effects. Everything about this is sweet. Thank you for sending this one in. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Wow, I guess roll the outro.